Okay, let's talk about clip fades. Now we've talked about automation already, right? So automation is the way that we can make any parameter change over time. And we could do automation, let's say, let's move this clip out to here so it's by itself. And let's say we wanted this clip to fade in, okay, over the course of the whole clip. There's really two ways we can do this. One is with automation. Okay, so in order to get automation, I'm going to press the letter A to turn on automation. And then I'm going to click on my volume so that my little double drop down menu here says mixer and then track volume. Remember, I get that to change based on just clicking on a parameter. So I click on volume and it says mixer track volume. Now I can go to this line, make a starting position, 0, make an end position, all the way up. Now this clip is going to fade in. Okay, that's cool. But using automation is kind of like using a jackhammer to do the job that you can do with like a screwdriver. There's an easier way to do this. If so, let me get rid of this automation. I'm going to go to my volume knob here. I'm going to control click on it and say delete automation. So I'm going to get rid of all my automation that way. You can do that on just about any parameter. Now I'm going to get out of automation mode by pressing A again. Okay, now I'm just going to use the built-in clip fades. Any clip has fades built into it. If I put my mouse over a clip, you see these little two dots that pop up at the beginning of it, and it happens at the end of it too. See those two dots? Those are a built-in little fade. So if I want to fade this in, what I'm going to do is grab the top one, because the top one is our fade in point, and the bottom one, or sorry, the top one is the end of our fade in, the bottom one is the start of our fade in. So I could drag this all the way across, and now it's going to fade in. It's going to do the exact same thing. Right? And you can see it's got a little bit better curve to it, and I can actually have some control over that curve and, you know, make it a little bit more parabolic if I want, or however I want to do it. Okay, so let's get rid of that. And that's kind of an extreme use of this. More so, what we do this with is, let's say this clip needs a tiny, tiny fade in. We might zoom way in and just say bloop. There we have a tiny fade in. We would do that if like the loop has like a click in it or something like that at the beginning and the end. Might do that at the very end as well. Sometimes you do this if you don't have a very good loop and it doesn't circle back around correctly. So you can do that in if you do it really, really small, it can make a seamless loop better, basically. Now we can't, using this, put fades in the middle of the track. We can't have it go up and then down and then up within the clip. For that, we would need automation. But if you just have a clip and you want to do a little fade in and fade out, you can do it. You can also use this for crossfading. Let's say I wanted to crossfade these two clips, so I'm going to overlap them by a bit. And now, if I grab the left clip, if I grab this clip handle and move it over to the right, it becomes a crossfade amount, right? So I can do that, and then I can kind of fine tune it if I want to make that sound a little bit better. Okay, so these little clip fades are really good for like vocal editing and anything that requires like a razor blade to like really get in there and make sure that you've got everything moving just right. So clip fades are a really great tool to help you move fast when you don't need to use like full automation.